Students, we are learning branch accounts. The branch is basically two types. One is domestic branch, another one is foreign branch. Under domestic branch, we have dependent branch, independent branch. Under dependent branch, we have debtor system, stock and debtor system, wholesale branch system, and final account system. We completed debtor system. We solved 10 problems. Today we are going to learn stock and debtor system. Here there are two situations. In situation number 1, the head office sends goods to its branch at cost price. Here we are going to prepare 4 ledger account, namely branch expenses account, branch debtor account, branch stock account, and branch profit and loss account. Today I am going to show you the format of these ledger account. Look at the board. And now we learn the format of branch expenses account. Look at the board. Branch expenses account. It has two sides, debit side and credit side. The expenses two type: cash expenses, non-cash expenses. If it is cash expenses such as salary, rent, wages, etc., we should give a debit to the bank. We should give a debit to the bank in case salary or rent or wages are paid. In case non-cash expenses such as depreciation, we should give debit to the fixed asset account. If it is depreciation, since it is a non-cash item, we should give debit to the fixed asset. Then non-cash items such as bad debts, discount allowed, and for allowances to debtor, we should give a debit to the branch debtor account. Branch debtors account. So cash expenses, debit given to the bank. Non-cash expenses such as depreciation, debit given to the fixed asset account. Then non-cash expenses such as bad debts, discount allowed, allowances to debtor, debit given to the branch debtor account. Then the total of branch expenses should be transferred to branch profit and loss account. The total of branch expenses should be transferred to the branch profit and loss account. Then we are going to prepare branch debtors account. Branch debtors account. Debit side starts with the opening balance of debtor. Debit side starts with the opening balance of debtor. Credit side, it ends with the closing balance of debtor. Closing balance of debtor. When we receive cash from debtor, we'll write by cash. Cash received from debtor. Then if it is non-cash expenses such as bad debts, discount allowed or allowance to debtor, credit given to the branch expenses account. Branch expenses account for bad debts, discount allowed, etc. Then when the debtor returns goods to us, that we called sales return, we should not write as sales return, we should write as branch stock account. Branch stock account in the credit side of debtor account. Generally, the branch debtor account prepared to find credit sale, we'll write credit sale as branch stock account. Branch stock account. So we will not write credit sale, we will write as branch stock account. Then we are going to learn format of branch stock account. Branch stock account, listen carefully. It has two sides, debit side and credit side. Branch stock account, debit side, it starts with the opening balance of stock. Credit side, it ends with the closing balance of stock. Then debit side, what are all coming into the branch? What are all coming into the branch debited? What are all going out of the branch? It will be recorded in the credit side. This is debit side. This is credit side. First, goods are coming from the head office, that we called goods sent to branch. It is coming into the branch, debited. When branch returns goods to the head office, it will be credited as goods sent to branch, but we will write in the credit side, goods sent to branch. Then when we sell goods on cash basis, we will write by cash. It is for cash sales. When we sell goods on credit terms, we will write in the credit side as branch debtor. This is for credit sales. Credit sales. Then when customer returns goods to us, that we called sales return, we should not write sales return, we should write branch debtor account. Branch debtors account. This we consider as sales returns. Then we'll balance. When head office sends goods to branch at cost price, definitely branch stock account credit side total heavier than debit side. So we'll get a balancing figure in the debit side that we'll consider as surplus, but we will not write as surplus. We will not write as surplus. We'll write as a branch profit and loss account. Branch stock account credit side total heavier than debit side. So the balancing figure arrives in debit side, that is called surplus of stock, that we called surplus of stock. We should not write surplus, we should write as branch profit and loss account. Sometime branch stock account debit side exceeds the credit side total, that we called shortage or deficiency, that we should transfer it to by branch profit and loss account. Students, generally in branch stock account, the missing information may be closing stock or shortage. If shortage is given, the missing information is closing stock. Likewise, in debit side, the shortage may be the surplus. If surplus is given, so the shortage may be the goods sent to branch. So the missing information debit side may be goods sent to branch or surplus, credit side shortage or closing stock. Then we are going to learn the last, that is branch profit and loss account format. First we prepared branch expenses account, the total value transferred to the branch profit and loss account in credit side. So in branch profit and loss account, the branch expenses, the total value should be debited. Then the branch debtor account we prepared, we found a credit sale. The credit sale transferred to the branch stock account, it will not come to the branch profit and loss account. Then we prepared branch stock account. Here we ascertained surplus. The surplus here recorded debit side, in branch profit and loss account it will be credited as branch stock account. Branch stock account surplus stock account. If it shows deficiency, it will be recorded in the debit side as branch stock account. This we called shortage. Then we'll balance this. Generally, the credit side total exceeds the debit side total. So the balancing figure transferred to general profit and loss account. This is we consider as profit. Students, today we learned the format of branch expenses, branch debtor, branch stock and branch profit and loss account. In next class we will solve problem in relation to stock and debtor system. Till then, bye and thank you.